guys, we're here with Davey, Havok, and Jade Puget from Blaqk Audio and AFI. It's your last West Coast show. We're at the Roxy. How are you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good. You pronounced my name right. It's amazing.
Yeah.
No one pronounces my name right.
Everyone says Puget, right?
They say all kinds of things. They usually try to make it French, like Puget.
This is the last show of the tour. What was your favorite show so far?
It's really hard to pick.
Probably tonight. Hasn't
Yeah.
even happened yet.
Yeah, you already know.
I already know.
Those of us who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about what Blaqk Audio is all about?
Blaqk Audio is Jade and I. We make electropop.
Electronic music, purely electronic music. Dancey, dark, often, sometimes.
Poppy.
So the second album, Bright Black Heaven, it came out on 9/11. It's still #1 on the electronic chart, so congrats on that.
Thank you very much.
When can we expect the Faith Healer music video?
We're not entirely sure. We just finished shooting it.
Yeah, it needs to be edited and all the little things that happen after you shoot it. So once that happens, it'll be out.
Can you tell us a little bit about the concept for the video?
It's us on a beach, I'll tell you that much, but since the plot is so simple, if I told you any more, that would be all of it.
Yeah. There's
There's a
sand.
little bit of a surprise.
There's
when
some
it comes
sand, and we're in it.
Water.
Yeah,
Waters.
there's some water.
We're barefoot.
Rocks. We are barefoot. Hello.
Okay, so when the album came out, I went out and bought it, and it's great, by the way.
Again.
Jade, I wanted to ask you, all the music from the album you do on your laptop?
Not all of it. I do on a desktop as well, but I did do a lot of it on a laptop because, we're traveling, and so it's a good thing about this kind of music is you can make it anywhere.
And on average, how long does it take you to create a song?
That's, it depends. Like, sometimes I'll just bang something out. If you really get in a groove and you're, like, really totally... And I'm the kind of guy that can sit there for 10 hours listening to snare samples. Like, I can just get so into just the minutia of it. So if I'm really into it, I can do something in a few hours. But sometimes I'll have something that takes years. Like, I'll write something and I'll come back to it 2 years later and finish it. So.
And you create all the music, and Davey, you sing. So when it's, like, brought together, are there any changes to make the vocals more cohesive with the song, or the song more cohesive with the vocals?
I'm pretty good at making the vocals cohesive with the song.
Yeah, we, in a perfect world, it's like,
So modest.
Thanks.
we don't change each other's stuff. Like when we're recording vocals, sometimes we gotta, we'll throw harmonies in there and do stuff in the studio, but most of it is like, we each put our stamp on the thing.
Actually, my statement wasn't entirely true. Sometimes I'll write some weird note somewhere.
Yeah, he'll write some weird notes sometimes.
Yeah.
In his head
Change
sounds good.
this. Make
And
me sound better.
Jade will
Yeah.
be aware of it and say, that note doesn't really fit in the song, and then which is great, which is why I'm very, very lucky to have such a talented producer who is aware of music theory.
Thank you.
Davey, do you ever, like, bring Jade some ideas for music, or do you bring him any lyrics ever?
No, that's not really how we work. Well, first of all, I don't write music. I just write melodies and lyrics, and in writing top lines and lyrics, it's always best to work from the music and not in the opposite direction.
I mean, he could kind of go like, do something that's like do 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 do, and I'd maybe try to figure that out, but it doesn't usually work that way.
So when you guys are creating, has anything ever crossed over from AFI to Blaqk Audio or vice versa?
It happens a little bit sometimes. We had a song, a Blaqk Audio song that was "Love Like Winter."
Oh, yeah.
That became an AFI song. That was the most obvious example of it. Things bleed into each other just because, a lot of times I'll have a very vague musical idea that could go either way, and I'll just decide to put it here or there.
The last time I was at an AFI concert was actually here at the Roxy, and it was for the Crash Love release party. It was a great show, and it was really energetic. So how would a Blaqk Audio show differ from an AFI show?
Well, quite distinctly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm behind some keyboards and computers, and so I'm not running around with my guitar, so I'm a little more anchored to what I'm doing,
Right.
But for you, I think...
For me,
kinetically, it's probably the same.
Kinetically, it's not. It's still. It's similar in that I'm moving, but really in a different way, and the demands for my voice are entirely different. The vocal style is quite distinctively different, and together there are no acoustic instruments on stage whatsoever, and the vibe of the show as far as the audience goes is quite different as well, in that
No crowd surfing.
thankfully no, yeah, that is a pleasure. I didn't even really recognize that.
Yeah.
I've never seen
That would be
that,
totally
which would be
weird if somebody was crowd surfing.
yeah, I mean, it's
That
one
would be
thing.
pretty
It makes me want to walk off stage when I see it when we're performing rock, but I probably would walk off stage if I saw it
I kind
during.
of feel like, in general, I don't go to a lot of shows, but I kind of feel like that isn't as popular, maybe, as it used to be. I might be lost.
I like the band's Warped Tour. There's a lot, but
Yeah, I would think
Okay,
so, yeah.
but maybe even at Warped Tour, there's a little less of it.
yeah.
I'm just
Maybe.
making that
You
up.
can
I have
hope.
no idea.
You can hope.
So that show was back in 2009, and I remember that the Veggie Grill food was brought to you guys to eat. So what are some of your favorite places to eat in LA?
Who brought us Veggie Grill?
I just remember there's like a big bag, there's a delivery.
Oh, that's nice. Can we do that again, Ed, please?
Veggie Grill is really good, and M Cafe is really good. There's a lot of places.
Yeah, there's a lot of great.
What about you? What do you think?
I agree with Jade.
Have you guys ever seen the Golden Mean? It's in Santa Monica. It's a vegan
What's it
restaurant.
called?
Golden Mean. It's really
No,
good.
I don't know it.
You guys should check it out.
Santa Monica's kind of far. Gotta take the 405.
Yeah,
it's
that's
brutal.
kind of tough.
Do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
No,
Vocals?
hang out with our friends.
Putting on a suit's kind of a ritual. Tying your tie, it's very ritualistic. You gotta get it just the right length.
Well, Davey's singing during a Blaqk audio show, and you're just behind your booth. What exactly are you doing behind there?
I play keyboards and I sing, which are the two kind of biggest performance elements. But I have all the musical elements on my laptop, so I got to kind of make sure that everything is happening where it needs to be. Because if anything goes wrong with the music, that's my fault.
Anything goes wrong
Not
with singing?
necessarily. It's not.
It's fault.
It's not. Yeah.
But the music itself could keep going even if you fell off the stage or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't turn it off even if you caught on fire or somebody shot you. I'd keep going.
I
just so
appreciate
you
that.
know
I'm
that.
glad to hear that the show would go.
Speaking of falling off stage, what are some embarrassing things that happened to you while performing?
I've fallen off stage.
AFI or Blaqk Audio, whichever.
Have you fallen off stage?
I fell off the stage in Denmark one time, and it was like a 15-foot high stage, or maybe it was 10.
Oh yeah.
But somehow I was sideways in the air with my guitar, and somehow I landed on my feet
Yeah.
in the barrier. I don't know how I did it.
Still playing.
Still playing. I still had my guitar.
Mid-solo.
Yeah, it was weird. It happened so fast I didn't have time to be discombobulated, and so I just ran around and went up the stairs back on the stage. But with this stuff, we were playing, the last time we did a little tour, I turned off a song right in the middle. I hit the wrong button, and that's about as bad as it gets, I think.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I think it
kept
was in
going?
Sacramento or something.
Yeah, I just sang
Yeah.
a cappella.
I just laugh, and then people laugh, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anything embarrassing happened to you?
I mean, I've fallen on stage. That story reminded me of a time we were playing at the Joint at the Hard Rock. I believe it was like 1997, and for some reason I had to take off my shoes to play. I probably that happened to me at the cooler in the meatpacking district once, where I'd purchased these new shoes, and then when I wore them on stage, they were too painful to wear. So that must have been the case at the Joint, and the stage was slippery, and I have a very vivid memory of my feet slipping out from under me and feeling very parallel with the stage before I landed straight down on my back.
And then when you got back up, you had athlete's foot.
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah, which was
Horrible.
embarrassing because, fungus.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But speaking of shows and performing, who did you guys last see in concert?
I recently saw the XX. But since then I saw Nicki Minaj.
How
I
was
think
she?
that was. She was great. She was great.
Yeah, I saw you tweet about that.
Hmm.
What about you? I know you don't go to shows much.
God, I have no idea. I saw something recently.
Did we go? Didn't you see? Last year we went to see Wolfgang.
We saw Wolfgang Gartner here. We saw Erasure together.
Oh yeah, we went to see Erasure together.
I've seen some since then. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Davey, you've been really busy. You did Green Day's American Idiot, Tim Time Bomb's Rock and Roll Theater, and you just did Knife Fight.
Yeah.
So we're going to quickly go one by one.
Okay.
American Idiot, how's the process of learning guitar?
Very difficult for someone who was unable to learn guitar throughout
What did you
his
think?
entire life.
about his
I thought it
guitar?
was hilarious when he came out. I knew it was going to happen, but I could see that he wasn't really playing what everyone else was playing. So I just wish that they had a mic on it so we could hear what he was playing.
I tried very hard to prevent Jade and Hunter from learning that I was going to come out and play guitar so that they could be even more pleasantly shocked by the train wreck that it was. But yeah, that was a harrowing realization when they told me that I was going to need to do that, which they told me upon arriving in New York. I was far more stressed out about that than any other aspect of the performance prior to opening night.
And Tim Time Bomb, are you guys still filming that or anything going on with that?
I have no idea what's going on with the show. I was asked to be in that one episode, and I know that the format of the show was such that there are a series of different vignettes, so that you wouldn't be seeing reoccurring characters. So they may very well be continuing. I mean, there could be multiple episodes as far as I know.
And we got two more just about Knife Fight, your role, and if it's going to be released in theaters.
I believe it comes out in February of 2012. It recently got distribution, so it should. Thank you, 2013. And I play a media kid, a San Francisco media kid who looks like Jade's brother and our tour manager, and is wearing literally his clothes. Who works for a publicist for a politician, and I'm in charge of creating the footage that is used by our clients to promote their campaign and helping with the spin.
And as you may have noticed, I'm wearing a Zoo Boutique shirt,
You
which
are.
is your clothing line. So
It's true.
what's going on with that? I know it's been taken down for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. I'm not really at liberty to really speak about it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.